Howdy, I hope folks are doing well. I got something that I ran across here, and it's very interesting, and I just wanted to bring this up. I guess I'm probably even asking for a conversation in the comments, if you will. That's something I normally don't ask for, and to be honest, I'm not really good at keeping up with comments and stuff like that. I am horrible, and for that I apologize to all the individuals that have sent me comments and made comments and I hadn't replied or anything like that. Sometimes you'll notice later on I go back and I'll catch it. Most of the time I have no idea you made the comment, so because I don't get any notification that you even made the comment. Other times I'll get an email that somebody left a comment, and I'll see the comment in the email, won't find it anywhere in the video. So on the video page. So now I haven't had that happen in a long time, to be fair, but kind of odd stuff. And speaking of odd stuff, that's what this video is about. It's about some odd stuff. Now, okay, I am not the most well-traveled person in the world, and probably about the furthest thing from it. But I really, in some ways, I would say that I live under a rock, so to speak. In other ways, not so much. But I really don't think that I've been so entirely sheltered that I have missed this. Maybe I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe it's because I've never lived in a metropolitan type of area or a city type of area. I've always lived, a town like this, just under 10,000 people. Was a little smaller than that when we moved here. And, I've been here for pretty much of my life. We moved here when I was 5 years old. When it comes to this particular topic, there is reference to the topic here as far as the topic being racism in one sense. Not really racism, but bear with me. But there was nothing that I had ever seen. I'm been here since I was 5 years old. Turned 51 in May. And while I've heard comments, while I've seen minor stuff, while I've heard stories about the way things used to be, our town has become fairly diverse. I mean, it's certainly not a big deal. I know that when I was in junior high, it was a little bit of a different story. Anybody of color that would move into the town would probably face not so nice things. Thankfully, that's been a long time ago. Thankfully, most of that has kind of went away. The reason I'm telling you about all this is because I'm just really having a hard time wrapping my mind around what I'm looking at here. And I'm talking about a video that was put out by News to Share today. If you don't know who News to Share is, you really, 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 really need to subscribe over there to News to Share. He covers stuff that I've never seen people cover, and he covers it in a true journalist fashion. And that's such a rarity these days. He does such a good job. Not just Ford, but everybody that works for News to Share. It's ran by Ford. They do a bang-up job over there. All the time. Bang-up job. So apparently News to Share was at this protest. The title, and I'll of course link it in the description and first comment of this video. The title is Anti-Drag Protesters, Including Armed Nazis, Surround Drag Event in Wadsworth, Ohio. 2 arrested. Okay. I've got all kinds of issues here, right? Title full of issues. Obviously, I'm not a fan of this drag stuff. That should be obvious. I'm certainly not a fan of Nazi stuff. Anti-drag protesters, well, they have the right to protest. This is the stuff that I don't understand. Why do people that are remaining within their rights get thrown under the bus, while people that don't remain within their rights gets held up and commended, and who knows? Biden's probably going to give some of these folks like badges of honor or something, some medal of honor or something. But it's absolutely crazy, and it's absolutely out of control. So anyway, this video I'm talking about, I got it right here, and I'll put the link down in the description. And just a thought. It's not even a matter of watching a video. It's not even the matter of any particular event of the video. It's the fact that somebody could film the damn video and put that title on it to begin with. That is where my problem is. That is where my problem is. The fact that somebody affiliated with News to Share even had an event to record to bring to you is where my problem is. I'm lost here, and maybe I've been sheltered more than I thought throughout my life, but is there really people, is this really an organic thing? This Nazi movement thing, is that really organic? I know the Antifa thing isn't. I know the thing on the other side isn't. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. There's more feds involved in Antifa than you could shake a stick at. Well, I can't guarantee you what side this one cat's on, but let me show you a fed. They're real easy to spot out. They're like turds in a punch bowl. Seriously. If you know what to look for, like turds in a punch bowl, I'm telling you. So, anyway, let me show you a fed. You see this gentleman? Let me go ahead and bring this up, because I can bring this up here. Okay, you see this gentleman right here? I want you to pay very close attention to his body mechanics and how he composes himself, and just well, how he be, if you will.
Charges. This guy hit us with names. I want to press charges against him. I want to press charges.
Right there. You'll get a better look here in just a second. You'll see right in here. Just keep an eye. Just keep watching. You'll see. You'll see.
You got the wrong guy assaulted by his mace and his baton. I want to press charges against him.
You catching it?
I want his information. I want to press charges against him.
He's not an activist. He's working. I don't know if you could catch that. I catch it. Like I say, turd in a punch bowl. Very clear to me. So I understand where this Antifa side comes. I get it. It's absolutely government inspired, government instigated, government funded, and it's not just government, it's also private individuals. It's actually, I think, the private individuals that more or less pay the people in the government. It starts with the private individuals, right? And we're talking, of course, you always hear about it, George Soros, people like that. That's what we're talking about. And what they do is they privately fund, in other words, they pay off other individuals, whether it be in the, Congress, or whether it even be members of law enforcement. They pay them off, and they get them to do any damn thing that they want. And so that's how you get things like Antifa. Well, there's something else that you also get from government-inspired groups. And in fact, the most well-known one in the United States, absolutely 100% government-founded and inspired. And that would be the Ku Klux Klan. That's right. Oh, you get Democrats and Republicans, they keep going back and forth at one another about who started it, who was behind, who was the true Democrats, and who was the... None of that even matters, because it was government that started it. It was the government. And it was to keep people apart. It was to divide people. Not just white people and black people, but even more than dividing the people of, white people, black people. Even more than that was the division that it would cause between not the other race, but the individual race. Because now you've got people that will fight against people trying to get along. We see a whole lot of that today, do we not? And so that is, I'm just telling you, I don't think either one. I don't think either one of these groups are an authentic thing. I don't think they're an organic thing. I think they were both created. Again, I know the Antifa side was. And obviously, it's a matter of you can go and dig and find the information about the KKK. And I'm just really suspicious of the notion that maybe they might be behind this group of Nazis. I don't know if they've actually got, I guess Blood Tribe, maybe, is the name of the neo-Nazi group. So, I don't know. Is this for real? And again, that's for discussion in the comments, folks. Maybe I've just been under a rock or sheltered or something like that. I know the true deal behind Antifa. Okay, I never heard of this, whatever the hell name they were again. Blood Tribe. First time I ever heard of them. I don't know. I just don't think it's organic. I don't think it's authentic. And I think they're just doing more and more dividing. And it's crazy. So keep your eye out on this. But I saw this and I'm like, the whole damn title's like, holy crap. Anyway, I'll leave the link to News to Share's video in the description as well as first comment. So tell me what you think. Shalom.